Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of J Bros Cooking. I'd eat that. We're pointing the wrong side of my hat last time. Today we're going to be reviewing
some of the world's finest cuisine.
Convenience store pizza.
Apparently they're kind of all starting to carry pizza. You know, use hot dogs back in the day was, you know, you could always get a hot dog. But now, a lot of them are carrying pizza.
When I was younger and like church youth group, I remember $10 an hour was like a lot of money back then.
Yeah.
And there was a few like older kids that were making that, and they were like, let's go eat here. And I was just like, I'm making $6 an hour bagging groceries. I always want to just go get a soda or a pop, whatever people call it.
Soda. Because CircleK had the 79
Yeah, and you can grab a hot dog.
Yeah.
And I was like a fatty, and I could like really fill up.
A lot of times they have 2 hot dogs for a sale, so naturally we had to get 2 hot dogs.
And so I'm not going to lie, I've definitely had my fair share of a gas station, convenience store, whatever you want to call it.
And then QT put in their kitchen, so it's
and
QT
is kind of like beating out a lot of fast food restaurants these days, which I'm a fan. Even
price
though
and quality and taste. I mean,
I gotta say something about QT though.
Go ahead.
I ordered my son a grilled cheese and ham sandwich while I was ordering this pizza, and then like the manager, he was like so intent on like telling the dude that they were like out of these certain sandwiches, and he kept telling them and bugging them, and like no one was even buying these sandwiches. They were just like out of them, you know.
Yeah.
In the process, this dude like totally forgot to give me my sandwich, and I got home, and I'm not like that guy. You know how like mom could like have forgotten something like on the border of like California.
Have no gas.
Yeah, and then drive back. Like, I don't do that. Like, if I'm home already, like, sorry, we got it in the fridge pretty much, so why am I going to go drive back? And so my son was upset. I was upset because I'm, like, always like, QT is, you know, they keep that place clean. It's just a
well-oiled machine.
Yeah, it just runs, man. I love QT, and you guys really let me down, QT, but I will be back. Since we're talking about QT, let's go with QT. I bought an entire pizza at QT. I think it was $12 for they had extra large. It just looked like what a large pizza used to look like. But really, $12? Come on.
Let's give it a try.
I just got cheese because I like cheese. Look at that. It looks thick and boom.
I'm kind of holding it this way so they can't see it.
They're like, dude, that's nasty. I'm going in.
That was a good slice of pizza. It's thick. It's actually packing a lot of weight to it. For me, a little bland on the flavor. I'll be honest though, my wife would be a really big fan of this pizza because she is not a big sauce person on the pizza. And the sauce is there, but it's not like oozing out. Sometimes like you get pizza and that's all you taste is sauce. You don't even taste the cheese. And if it's a good sauce, that's not necessarily a bad thing, but generally like when they're over sauced, they tend to be not a great sauce.
And that's usually always like when I order pizza, no matter like Domino's, Papa John's, I always get light sauce. And the reason being is because usually it's not the best sauce.
So like for me, the pizza was good. Overall, a little bit bland. But let's move into the next one before we rate it. We got 2 more. So next is going to be, the ever fancy
7eleven. Now, let me tell you a little something about 7eleven. My wife being from the Philippines, usually I end up renting some kind of hotel or condo for weeks at a time when I go out there for a visit. Usually, somewhere within walking distance is a 7eleven.
Yeah, that's true about the
Philippines. And
I
I buy like my water there, and usually they have like some pretty decent food. Now, usually the American 7-Elevens don't keep like the same standard. Like people are kind of like excited to have a job in the Philippines, so they like keep like this high quality of like, it just seems high quality, more. I don't know how to put it. But
yeah, I would say I went to the 7-Eleven by my house, and it's a little. It's a little. Joe has a 7-Eleven by his house, and I think if we ever do another shoot off like this, comparing gas station food, I may go to the 7-Eleven by his house because. This one, I was like, do you have pizza? He's like, you order it, I'll make it. I was like, all right.
Well, at least it's fresh, right?
And that was true.
But this, I'm not getting like, you order, I make it look, really.
No, it was just literally, I watched him. It was a frozen pizza. He peeled the plastic off it and put it in the oven. No joke. But the undercarriage is, assuming it doesn't taste burned, let's go in for that bite. Pepperoni. Without rating it yet, because we still got one more pizza to do, I will say this. 7-Eleven, so much more flavor than QT, but not necessarily a good flavor. So
it had that flavor like, I'm going to be skipping to the bathroom in a few minutes, you know what I'm saying?
All right, up next is CircleK. CircleK just started, to my knowledge, serving pizza.
Well, the one at mine is supposed to make hot dogs. Every time I go in there, it's just like this oily roller thing with nothing on it.
And this is a sausage and pepperoni.
This has like a weird smell to it. Like a frozen pizza smell. I'm going in. So let me just put this out there. I'm going with QT, and the reason why, QT was just a cheese. So John's saying some of them had other ones had more flavor, but just the quality in itself seems like more like a pizza. These other two are
Definitely
feeling more just like frozen pizza, which I'm not saying I can make like a frozen pizza like the greatest thing in the world, but I can really spice it up. So if I'm gonna do frozen pizza, I'm just gonna go make a frozen pizza. I guess if you're at a gas station or a convenience store, whatever you want to call it, it's just convenient. But I don't know if this is what I'm gonna go.
Well,
I might just buy a bag of chips or something.
And I will give it to you there. I agree with that. Like, now I don't know if QT's rolling out the dough and like all that stuff, but it's legit pizza crust.
And it wasn't. He got with meats. The QT I just got with cheese.
Yeah, if you had got the QT for pepperoni, definitely would have had.
Yeah.
Saying all this, the lack of flavor that I said QT had still kind of tasted better than, like, the other ones had more flavor, but it wasn't necessarily a good flavor. So that was the point I was trying to make.
If I had to rate it, and this is on a gas station level scale.
Yeah, because that's the thing that's hard.
QT would be a 3, 7-Eleven would be like a 2.5, and CircleK would be like a 2. And the reason why CircleK would be like a 2 is because there's something on it that tastes like Christmas, and I don't know what it is.
There is something sweet, like there's like a mapley flavor.
No, it tastes like a pine cone. There's like a pine cone taste on the CircleK.
I'm going to go with Joe's scores, just agree with him. But, yeah, overall, QT would be the winner because it was the most like getting pizza from an actual pizza place, you know. And, of course, there's a million different pizza places that vary, you know, good to bad. But, like, CircleK and 7-Eleven legit just taste like frozen pizza. But now 7-Eleven, I actually watched him. It was just a frozen pizza. He peeled the plastic off and put it in. I guarantee you CircleK is the same thing. Theirs was already made up, and they had them in a little spinning thing, and you just pull out your slices and stuff like that.
Like, definitely we don't expect much. It's a
gas station.
It's a gas station.
Overall, the prices were like, I think 7-Eleven was 2 for $2.22 for the slices.
I bought a whole pizza at QT, and QT is, if you don't know, it's Quick Trip. They're here in Arizona.
Yeah. Now, so we're going to go with QT being the overall winner. Now, having said all that and just taking one bite of each of these pizzas, basically me and Joe are now shooting a commercial for Imodium. And we need to go ahead and end this video.
Pepto-Bismol. Wait. Let me do my question. Will I eat this again? And I'm just going to straight up say 7-Eleven and CircleK, I'm probably not going to eat it again. No. But QT...
Definitely.
I like their QT kitchen. And there's other stuff I'd probably get over the pizza.
Over the pizza, yeah.
I love their sandwiches. I think their sandwiches are really high quality. Their macaroni and cheese is good.
I never had the macaroni and cheese. Their breakfast burritos are pretty good. And those are already like pre-made and wrapped up. You can just grab them and they're good. I like them.
So if I was like on a road trip and I had to feed my family for cheap, I might buy a pizza because my kids could all eat that, and then I'd probably get a sandwich. Yeah. I don't really go to the other. I mean, I get gas at CircleK, and that's pretty much it. I try to avoid the whole, like, do I have to pull my firearm while I'm in this place?
We appreciate it if you give us a like and a subscribe. Follow us on all of our social media at JBros Cooking, and of course our website where you can find merch and all of our recipes, jbroscooking.com. And like we always say, Joey,
it's always better when you review it yourself.
JBros out.